The state of the valley is strong despite a turbulent 2020 plagued with setbacks from the coronavirus pandemic. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the Scotts Bluff County United Chamber of Commerce hosted their annual State of the Valley luncheon yesterday, and city and county leaders shared the latest of what's been keeping them busy over the past 12 months.
As far as the COVID response, we were lucky enough to be able to continue business pretty much as usual. Some of the things that we've done this year was a pretty large chip seals project within the city. As you can see, there was several roads that were taken care of this year.
You know, we needed a new rule book. Ours was over 30 years old and needed a refresh. We had great community participation. We had great leadership from within, and our council championed this initiative all the way around. This really helped feed a lot of economic development projects into our community.
The East Overland facade project was very successful this past year, and actually we've expanded that in this current budget year, adding another $250,000 in funding, and that goes to our Community Redevelopment Authority. We've expanded it beyond just East Overland to the entire community. I should say those areas that are blighted and substandard, designated as blighted and substandard.
Some of the county-sponsored events, the Old West Balloon Fest, the Street Outlaws filming in our area for a while. But I think economically it helped us out a lot. We'll never really know, I don't think, how much money they brought in, but I'm hearing in the millions. All really good people. And I think Charlie was telling me it's going to be coming up actually pretty quick on their program. We'll be able to watch when they were here. Discovery Channel really liked the area and they want to do more things out here.
This event was put on by the Chamber's Government Affairs Committee and was led by co-chair Terry Rywich. Well, Unified Command says while the number of new COVID-19 cases continues to rise, area schools have been a safer environment for students. During their Monday afternoon briefing, PPHD officials talked about their risk dial, which has slowly been creeping up higher into the orange category. Soundbite, our risk dial.
Our risk dial is a tool that can be used for schools, but they all have their own criteria also, and many are adjusting their plans right now.
Engel says earlier discussions were that if the dial goes into the red, which looks like the trajectory things are trending, many schools had planned to make big changes like virtual school only. She says together, as we rethink these things, it is PPHD's option that going to virtual school is not necessarily the best thing to do.
In fact, the safest place for kids to be right now is in schools where proper precautions are in place and everyone is wearing a mask. So we'd ask those schools that aren't at that level yet to strongly consider going there. But for the most part, in the majority of our communities, schools are safer than the community outside of schools. They're doing more. They have safeguards in place. And so earlier in the year when we talked about our dial in schools, we said if we went red, that's probably what it would mean. And we're all adjusting that thinking right now because most of the schools have had great success in keeping the exposure down. So we just want to make note of that.
PPHD's Tabby Prochaska says the risk dial is slowly creeping upwards because it takes the last 3 weeks worth of data into account. Despite more cases and higher positivity rates these past few weeks, the dial is still using data from 3 weeks ago, keeping the current dial out of the red. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer says some warm temperatures could melt away a lot of this past weekend's snow. He's got your Thursday evening forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
At Elite Physical Therapy, we provide preventative and rehabilitative treatments that maximize function and promote well-being for patients of all ages. With 2 locations in Scotts Bluff and Gearing, we offer the convenience of you choosing your location with the same great services no matter where you go. Stop into one of our locations today, in Scotts Bluff at 214 West 27th Street or in Gearing at 10th and M Street, and see what Elite Physical Therapy can do for you. Treatment you need and care you deserve.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Across the area this evening, we're going to be dealing with another pretty nice night out there. Temps falling through the 40s into the 30s and eventually down into the 20s, but continuing to melt that snow today after temperatures climbed up there. And we really have a very boring 7-day forecast coming for you with a very nice stretch of weather. Tomorrow looks very nice, certainly the best day of the week tomorrow. Now we have a little cold front coming through. It's going to be dry, but enough to drop temps back this weekend a little bit. Splitting hairs, though, still going to be very nice. It'll be much warmer next week, and we really have no rain or snow chances on the horizon. Yesterday, we hit 44 degrees after a morning low of 19. We're climbing. It's taking its sweet time getting there. Not back to normal yet at 59 for this time of year is a normal high. We're exactly 6.5 inches of rain under for the year, 6.5 inches short on precip. We need to pick up some more precip here in November and December, but certainly 2020 going to come in as a very dry year here across the region. It looks like we have temps much colder. That cold air has been shoved back to the north and east, up in South Dakota and North Dakota and Minnesota, where it's colder there. Even cooler on the other side of the state, low 40s there in Norfolk, 45 in Hastings. But you come to the western half of Nebraska, and it's warmer, upper 40s to low 50s out here across the region. Pretty nice looking evening. Winds are fairly light, under 10 miles an hour for the most part across the region. We don't have too much to worry about with the wind chill department with those temperatures up there into the 40s to near 50 degrees. Getting on the bus tomorrow with mainly clear skies. We'll be in the upper 20s on the way home. About 60 degrees tomorrow. I told you. We have a nice day on the way tomorrow. Certainly the best day of the week. Futurecast tonight is clear and mainly clear and quiet here across the region. Not much going on. I don't think we'll see any fog out there tonight, and we're going to have quiet conditions. And temperatures are going to fall off a bit, but not terrible. Lows down into the mid-20s, some upper 20s, even near 30 in a few locations. Back at it for tomorrow. We're going to have a sunny day today, or sunny day tomorrow. It is going to be gorgeous. Had a pretty nice day today, but even more sun tomorrow and very nice conditions. Temps are going to warm up under that sun and work on melting that snow off. Certainly going to be cooler in some of the heavier snow-covered areas, but primarily very nice temperatures out there in the 60-degree range, a little above in some places, a little below in others. And again, some of that's going to depend on how much snow is still on the ground. Clear skies tonight, lows down around 25 for tomorrow. A gorgeous day. Look at this. How about sunny skies? Very, very nice. 62. And our 7-day forecast across the board is sunny, quiet, and look at next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, upper 60s, even near 70 degrees a couple of days. Very nice temps. Even this weekend, not bad with low to mid 50s and pretty nice Halloween out there. Of course, we fall back Sunday morning. Don't forget, set those clocks back. And then next week, again, very nice weather conditions here to start the month of November.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Come in and see gifts for everyone at TC and More. Great gifts are waiting at TC and More, 1621 Broadway, Scotts Bluff. Compliments for You and Your Home invites you to the Holiday Open House, October 30th through November 7th. Let us take you on a tour and help you find the perfect gift. From tree decorations to carolers, get great savings throughout the store and brighten up your home for all your special occasions. We'll also have door prizes and refreshments. Join us October 30th through November 7th for the Holiday Open House at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scotts Bluff.
Welcome back. Unified Command announcing Wednesday evening that there are 2 additional COVID-related deaths in the Panhandle. Sioux County recorded its first death, a male in his 90s, as well as Dawes County's 4th death, a male in his 80s. Through Wednesday evening, the Panhandle death total has risen to 16. PPHD Director Kim Engel says she is deeply saddened to hear the passing of these 2 gentlemen and asks the community to remember that any deaths announced are somebody's loved ones and requests people be respectful to everyone's situation in these incredibly tough times. Well, a couple from Brush, Colorado were arrested in Scottsbluff this week after getting caught driving a stolen vehicle with drugs inside of it. 25-year-olds Nathaniel Alexander and Mariah Munoz were arrested Tuesday afternoon on charges including theft by receiving stolen property, more than $5,000, and possession of a controlled substance. Court documents say the vehicle Alexander was driving had been reported stolen, and during the felony traffic stop, officers found syringes, a meth pipe, and a bong. Additionally, the duo had forged their names on the bill of sale. The duo was arraigned yesterday in county court and will be back in court in early November for their preliminary hearings. And despite changes prompted by the virus pandemic, the 8th annual Save Iraq Bra auction at Bacharach's was another success Wednesday night. KNEB Promotions Director Kendra Feather says the final figure raised by the event has yet to be determined, but appears it will approach, if not eclipse, last year's goal of $35,000. This year's event was primarily online, with the exception of tables allowed on-site for corporate sponsors, and Feather says there were online bidders from as far away as Maryland and Washington State. Monies raised through the event benefits the Festival of Hope. Well, straight ahead, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the sports desk. All of that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Many people count on space heaters and electric blankets to help stay warm in the winter. Here are a few safety tips. Space heaters need space all around them. Only buy space heaters that are tested and labeled by a national recognized facility. Before using a space heater or electric blanket, inspect the cord for cracks or warm spots. Finally, turn off electric blankets when not in use. Space heaters and electric blankets can provide needed comfort or can be deadly if not used with care. So use caution this winter season. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with Fnbo first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with Fnbo first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the Fnbo Sports Desk. Fnbo, the great big small bank.
Chris Cottrell with you. Just some quick schedules for today's update from here at the Sports Desk as we head into a busy weekend of high school sports. Busy as in about 3 playoff football games on tap for tomorrow. Our combo game here on KNEB.TV and radio on KMOR. That's going to be Bridgeport hosting Hardington Cedar Catholic in a first-round C2 matchup. The Bulldogs have won 3 games in a row to end the season by a combined score of 85-0. Head coach Jeremy Reimers for the Bulldogs says Cedar Catholic, they're also a very good defensive club. They're 7-2 this season with losses coming to Oakland Craig and Norfolk Catholic. Coverage tomorrow with Chuck Schwartz. That'll start at 1:45. Also tomorrow afternoon, 1 hour earlier, it's Mitchell at the defending C1 state champs. That'd be Wahoo. The Tigers have just 1 loss this season to Gothenburg, and they're coming off 3 straight wins to close out their regular season. Jeff Kelly leaving bright and early to bring you all the action on the trail, and we'll be streaming online as well. 12:45 Mountain Time. Mitchell head coach Nick Cookshausen says a key for the Tigers will be possessing the football along with moving the chains and no turnovers. And then, of course, tomorrow night, the big Class B showdown with Scotts Bluff making their 2nd trip this season to play at Aurora. Back in Week 3, both teams were 0-2 as the Huskies rolled in the second half as they picked up a 36-14 win. For this Scotts Bluff team, a familiar opponent in round 1, probably a good thing, especially considering that first time around it was only 15-14 at halftime. Judd Hall says they'll look to limit the explosive plays in the run game from Aurora quarterback Ethan Shaw. Radio only on the trail. That'll start at 5:30. And it worked out well travel-wise, that's for sure, for this B7 volleyball district final for Gering. They're also going to play at Aurora. That'll be on Saturday afternoon. The Bulldogs swept Scotts Bluff last night to win the sub-district tournament. Aurora 20-plus wins this season, and this one also on the trail. That'll start late morning at 11:45. We'll have first serve at high noon. That's the latest today from right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. More coming up with Ryan right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
Hi, I'm Michelle Perkins of Remax Regency. After branching out, I've returned home to my roots, to the land from which I came and my family has held for 5 generations.
Michelle truly understands what home means and treats you like family as she guides you through the buying and selling process, bringing the latest pricing tools that are not currently being used in this area to sell your home at the highest price in the least amount of time, and to ensure that you do not overpay when buying.
So just give me a call, kick back, Remax, and settle down.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, a fundraiser scheduled for this week in Mitchell to benefit a law enforcement officer fighting for his life will be pushed back and modified due to the virus pandemic. Scotts Bluff County Sheriff's Deputy Travis Peterson says the benefit for fellow deputy and friend Josh Rosiska will not take place tomorrow at the Mitchell Event Center. Peterson says with current trends in the pandemic locally, the fundraiser will be transitioned to an online auction at a date to be announced soon, and the cornhole tournament would be rescheduled. Rosiska has been critically ill for several weeks and has been hospitalized in Loveland, Colorado. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.